Now, I for one am very curious as to what's happening on the bench over here. Courts, can you fill us in?
It's not Halloween. Don't get worried. We're not doing pumpkin carving. You know, Christmas when everyone gets stuffed turkey and you know, all us meat eaters get spoiled and the vegetarians get ripped off.
They get sides, basically.
I know. I'm going to look after them today. So basically, we're making a stuffed pumpkin. So I'm going to roast this whole. Going to add some kale, some nuts, stuff it in the pumpkin, roast it whole, cut a big wedge out. Vegetarians are going to be happy.
That's some pretty serious cooking.
I know.
I'm looking forward to it.
Step number one, you're going to pour our couscous mixture into a bowl. Now,
couscous, I'm a big fan. I feel like it's very underrated and underused purely because people have a bit of a fear of couscous. They've had bad experiences of it being stodgy and gluggy,
or no flavour.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
These are perfect. These are already full of flavour.
Yep.
We're going to put about 150 mils of water in. But yeah, couscous it's cheap and it cooks in about 3 or 4 minutes. So I don't know why people aren't using it more.
150 mils?
Yeah, to the eye. That'll do. We're probably best having under.
If you're bringing your water up to boil, just always go with a little bit less than what you need.
Yes.
You can add it, but once it's in there,
it's
very hard to take out. All right, so that's...
It's just going to steam for 5 minutes there.
Cool.
Easy done. I've already taken the membrane and all the seeds out of the pumpkin.
Yep.
Not pretty to watch on camera. But you'll cut a little plug off the top.
Yep, nice.
Go in with a spoon, scoop it out, and that's going to sit back in there once we've stuffed it. I'm going to grab us a pan, Maddie. We're going to just cook off some onion. That's the most difficult part of the recipe, is getting the pan off the back.
I'm taking the whole thing. There we go. All right, pan on.
Pan on. A nice little glug of our olive oil.
I can do.
So we're basically just making a stuffing. So exactly as you would do for your Christmas turkey or, you know, your Sunday roast.
And I think the cool thing about this recipe is you don't have to look at it and go, right, that sounds awesome. I'm going to throw it in a pumpkin. If you want to throw that in a chook,
oh, of course
or a turkey, go for it. Like there's kind of there's a dual purpose here in this recipe, which is awesome.
Of course you could. And I'm not vegetarian. I lean towards vegetarian dishes like this because I think they're a little bit more interesting than things we've been eating for
then you stock
forever.
Standards. Yep.
Yeah. So I've got some kale here as well.
Yep.
But you could put anything in this. I've just chosen some kind of Middle Eastern things and some healthy things that I like. So pistachios, almonds, cranberries, kale.
Yep.
All right, just chop this up.
You know what my nan does? She makes a stuffing and then takes it to her butcher and asks them to roll it into a piece of meat. Yeah, I don't know if she gets away with it because she's 86, but I reckon if you made up a stuffing
and got a Zimmer frame and went to the butcher,
fake it till you make it. But if you took that down to your butcher and get them to bone out a leg of lamb or a leg of pork or anything like that, make up an awesome stuffing, get them to roll it, and they'll tie it for you.
That kale can be a bit firm. I'm going to put a titch or a smidge of stock.
Yep. Just get it steaming a bit.
Just to get it steaming. Should we have a look at our couscous?
Check the couscous?
Yeah.
I hope I didn't
water
it.
Nice and fluffy.
What do you reckon?
Oh, look at that. As I said, couscous is really quite cheap and super easy to make. So we're going to go in, Maddie, with some cranberries.
Nice.
Put anything in. Sultanas,
as much as you want.
Sultanas, dates, pistachios. About half a cup goes into that couscous mixture, and almonds. So this is just about getting some texture. The pumpkin, after we roast it for about an hour, will be quite soft.
Yep.
Easy as that. That kale and onion mixture, because it's going to go in the oven for a bit, so you don't need to worry about it. That can go in.
Good.
Lovely. So that's pretty much our stuffing mixture.
Yeah.
Done. So normally you'd have to put an egg in this. We're not going to do that. I reckon it's going to steam in here and compact down quite well.
So there'll be enough moisture that'll kind of come out of that pumpkin.
Yeah. Yeah, because the vegetables are full of water, as we know. And yeah, we're basically just going to pop all this in, pack it in. The most difficult part of the recipe is actually just cutting the top off the pumpkin. You need a nice, I used a little sharp knife for anyone wondering. Don't use a big, huge cook's knife because you'll lose some fingers.
Gently, gently.
Gently, little small knife, there's no race. So now what we're going to do, pop our little plug back in.
Love it.
And foil.
Okay, so
foil's
we wrap
just going to help steam it, yeah. So we'll get...
You could feed a few people with this.
Oh, that would kill somebody.
There's a good 6 or 7 kilos of food here.
Yeah.
I like it.
So we will get a spaceship amount of foil. So the pumpkin's had an hour in the oven covered. I've taken it out, unwrapped it with the foil, popped it back in for 20 minutes. I'm gonna see, Maddie,
what we're working with.
What it looks like. It's all right, doesn't it?
Looks really good. Nice colour.
For a pumpkin.
Roasting a whole pumpkin, that is gangster. I like it.
So we'll just let it rest for a couple of minutes.
Yep.
So we're just going to knock up a little tahini yogurt.
Okay.
About a cup of Greek yogurt.
Yes.
We're just going to put a bit of zest and a bit of juice in there as well.
Yep.
Our tahini paste, which is just ground down sesame seeds. We'll put in a dash of maple syrup as well.
Nice.
Give it a whisk up. That tahini actually will thicken up the yogurt as well. It has kind of a thickening.
It does, doesn't it?
Let's crack
now
this.
For the centerpiece.
I'm nervous about this.
How do we do this?
I've got these I've got these two things. If you think you can get it up without it collapsing or the bottom falling out.
Yep. That's a centerpiece and a half.
As I said, vegetarians and vegans have been getting ripped off on Sunday roasts and Christmas Day for years. So this is something to get excited about. Perfectly cooked. Pumpkin's going to hold together.
Really good.
There we go.
Crushed it. Love it. Look at the base of the pumpkin.
Steaming
Look at the colour on there. If you've got some veggie mates and you want to give them a little surprise, Courts has got the roast with the most. I've been waiting to drop that all day. I well and truly believe that has got everything you'd ever want with a roast. You've nailed it, mate. Get onto it.
Get in it.